Coming up on First at 5, digging deeper into affordable housing projects near Gainesville's Porter's Quarters. Why residents say they're concerned about their community's cultural identity.
First at 5, from the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
A new affordable homes project is being proposed for Porter's Quarters, a historically black neighborhood in Gainesville. Welcome to First at 5. I'm Kirsten Maselka.
And I'm Bernardo Montas. Thanks for joining us. WUFT's Nicole Beltran breaks down why residents feel the housing project may have negative impacts on their community.
Right here at 420 Southwest 8th Street are plans to build a 7-story apartment building near a Gainesville historic black neighborhood. And neighbors I spoke to have differing opinions about it.
The project is one of the many developments scattered around Porter's Quarters, an East Gainesville neighborhood known for its majority black population. Porter's residents, alongside neighbors in other East Gainesville areas, have expressed concerns over development potentially driving up housing costs or hurting their community's cultural identity.
We're not giving our community what it needs. We're giving the community what the developers want, and that's not what we should be doing in our community.
Residents believe the remedy to sustainable development is working with local developers to personally address the needs of the community alongside offering affordable housing opportunities. It's through these initiatives they feel development positively impacts them. The city of Gainesville and Alachua County are addressing the area's housing needs by moving forward with efforts like the East Gainesville Legacy Project and Forward Focus.
Yeah, it can be done with the right partnerships and the right people. That anything is possible.
The city's Development Review Board planned to review the Portman residential plan when they meet Tuesday night at City Hall. Nicole Beltran, WUFT News.
It's been a cloudy start to the week with some showers across north central Florida. Taking a look over Paynes Prairie, it looks like the rain has started clearing up. UF forecaster Matthew Clark is timing out the impact showers are having throughout the state. Matthew.
Yeah, it's pretty cloudy out there right now overlooking that campus cam. We've seen a little bit of sunshine, but for the most part, it's just a gray background. 75 degrees right now, so not too warm, not too cold, just kind of right in the middle. And it's all a part of this lingering cold front that's drooped across at the southeast and this huge blob of thunderstorms. All of this is lightning that's sitting out in the Gulf. It's going to remain out in the Gulf, but it is bringing some showers and thunderstorms to parts of the Panhandle and parts of Tallahassee. It's going to start to linger as we head into the overnight hours. We could have a few passing showers as we head into tonight. I'll have more on that in a few minutes, but those temperatures aren't going to drop too much. We're going to be waking up in those upper 50s with some pretty dense fog. Again, I'll touch on that dense fog as we head into the main weather in a few minutes, and a dry and warm week is coming ahead.
A woman is behind bars in Marion County accused of filming sexual activity involving an animal. 27-year-old Logan Gaminsky is charged with sexual activity involving an animal and filming it. Marion County deputies say they received a tip from an anonymous source that Gaminsky had posted a video to Instagram depicting the act. When deputies questioned her, she admitted to creating both videos to sell on the internet. Gaminsky is being held at the Marion County Jail on a $10,000 bond.
The city of Gainesville is launching a series of student-focused safety initiatives around downtown and UF campus area of Gainesville. The initiatives are aimed at prioritizing student safety, reaching people experiencing homelessness, and investing in public safety. This includes increasing police presence, expanding lighting and surveillance, and introducing a downtown ambassador program. The initiative also allocates $46.4 million to funding the Gainesville Police Department.
Troopers are searching for a suspect involved in a hit-and-run crash from last week. They say a 27-year-old pedestrian was hit and seriously injured between Bellevue and Marion Oaks. His injuries were not life-threatening. Troopers are still searching for the vehicle involved in the crash and ask any witnesses to contact FHP Ocala. Putnam County deputies are increasing traffic enforcement near Hunter Road following several neighborhood complaints. Deputies say there's been an increase in reports of reckless driving, burnouts, and even littering in the area. They will be increasing enforcement of the road near Red Cliff Road and Newcastle Drive.
The Gainesville Police Department is urging you to protect your kids from stranger video chats. Chat apps like Monkey connect users with strangers through video. Your child may find this harmless, but it can expose minors to risks like sextortion and exploitation. To protect children from these risks, there are measures you can take to ensure their safety. Reviewing their apps can make sure they're safe and appropriate, talking to your kids about the risk of chatting with strangers online, and setting guidelines for using social media and other communication apps.
Marion County leaders are taking steps to provide a much-needed facelift to the Rotary Sportsplex in Ocala. The project includes converting 2 soccer fields from natural grass to synthetic turf, making it the first public park in Marion County with synthetic turf fields. Future upgrades may include a newly paved parking lot, a new pavilion and stadium bleachers, and new LED field lighting. County leaders say once completed, it'll improve player safety and reduce environmental impacts.
This weekend, Gator fans made their way to Raleigh, North Carolina for the first rounds of March Madness. The Lenovo Center welcomed fans with a variety of activities, from food trucks to outdoor games like cornhole. Gators fans wore all types of gear, of course in orange and blue, to show support for their team. Whether from North Carolina, Gainesville, or elsewhere, Gators fans of all ages made their way to Raleigh to see their #1 seeded team compete for a title.
We live here in Raleigh, so my wife's a Wolfpack fan, so we're fortunate to be right here. And we were waiting, excited when they announced the tournament site here, so it was great. It made it a lot easier than driving to Gainesville for the game, so it's great that we're excited. And go Gators!
Visitors got to watch the Gators defeat the defending champion UConn and move on to their first Sweet 16 since 2017. We'll have a full recap on this weekend's game and what's to come for the Gators later on in sports.
The 2025 World Masters Athletics Indoor Championships is off and running. The week-long track and field competition started yesterday in Gainesville. This is the first time the championship for Masters athletes age 35 and older is being held in the U.S. Over 3,000 athletes representing 93 countries from around the world have gathered to compete in track, field, and cross-country events. Races are happening all week, ending on March 30th at the Alachua County Sports and Events Center in Celebration Point. Admission is free for spectators. More details and the schedule of events is available on World Masters Athletics website.
Coming up on First Step 5, learn how you can save money at the pumps.
Why auto experts say gas prices are down this week. Plus, Alachua County unveils a new makerspace in its public libraries. We have everything you need to know about the opening of the new community space after the break.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
The Alachua County Headquarters Library unveiled a brand new makerspace. This new space encourages residents to explore new technologies and learn new skills at the library. The makerspace has 3D printers, sewing machines, and other craft tools to use. Headquarters Library will have a staff at the space to assist with projects, along with some needed materials. $500,000 was put into creating this little to no cost project space. They plan on hosting workshops to teach people how to use the equipment. All residents are invited to participate.
Makerspace brings all kinds of people with all different kinds of skill levels into the space, because I really would love it to become a collaborative, creative hub for the environment where people of all skill levels and ages come and share their knowledge with each other.
Right now, they're still developing a schedule for when this space will be open. For more information, visit Headquarter Library's website.
Gainesville city leaders are kicking off Zero Waste Week. The initiative focuses on reducing waste, reusing products, recycling, and composting. City leaders are hosting several events this week to promote waste prevention. A Think and Drink event at Cypress and Grove is tomorrow from 7 to 8 p.m. The Gainesville Giving Garden will host a beginner's gardening on Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. And there will also be a composting orientation at the Compost Cooperative Gardens on Friday from 5 to 6 p.m.
A stalled cold front is bringing in some showers and cloud coverage to parts of north central Florida. I'll have how this system will impact evening plans after the break.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Matthew, it's been a very gloomy Monday here in Gainesville.
Yeah, not the greatest Monday, that's for sure. Not the greatest start to the week.
Yeah, I can tell you that. I mean, I almost got poured on earlier today. But tell me, Matt, what can I expect going on to this week?
Yeah, I mean, the showers have stopped for the meantime. You know, we're getting a little bit of sunshine overlooking that campus cam, but still gray background overlooking that campus cam right now. You know, see some shadows over that O-dome, so we are getting a little bit of sunshine, more sunshine than we were getting a few hours ago. Temperature is 75 degrees. It's also pretty muggy outside right now, so not the nicest Monday afternoon for us, and it's a part of this lingering cold front that's draped across the southeast, bringing in just a lot of moisture in the Gulf, and all this little yellow stuff right here, that's all lightning, so this is a lot of thunderstorms in the Gulf right now sitting there. So that's the north end of that system out there, bringing in a couple showers and thunderstorms to parts of the panhandle, but that rain is going to start to dissolve as we head into the overnight hours. So temperatures right now across the rest of our area, though, 77 in Ocala, 77 down in the villages. Haven't seen 80s here yet today. I'm not going to see 80s here actually, but those temperatures, they're going to drop down into the upper 50s, waking up to some fog. Could also have some overnight showers, just a lingering shower or two. So I'm going to show you that future cast as that front starts to stall. It's going to stall around tonight. later tonight. Could get a couple residual showers here in Gainesville. But notice that blob. That blob, it rains itself out as it makes its way towards Florida around tomorrow morning, very early tomorrow morning. And then waking up tomorrow morning, we're going to be waking up to some thick cloud coverage and some pretty dense fog in our area. And that fog is going to start to impact pretty much the most part of the western part of the state and the Nature Coast. 0.1 miles of visibility in our area. So tomorrow morning, leaving for work, that fog is going to be pretty dense early morning. And that temperature is not too low, 59 degrees across most of our state. So it's not going to be pretty chilly tomorrow. It's that dense fog. We're going to heat up a little bit more tomorrow afternoon, though, reaching into the 80s, 82 in Gainesville, 83 in Ocala. But we're not going to be in those mid or upper 80s. Another low pressure system that's going to form as we head into tomorrow afternoon, bringing in a couple residual showers tomorrow afternoon. Pretty strong thunderstorms down in South Florida. Could see some single cell showers as you head out of work tomorrow before it clears up out of our area by Wednesday afternoon. So it's not going to cool us down too much, but those dew points, they are going to drop, and it's going to get pretty nice outside. So it's not going to drop our temperatures too much, but it is going to drop that humidity. So not as much moisture in the atmosphere this weekend, even though it's Monday. Never too early to look ahead. It's going to be beautiful out there this weekend. But then look at that. We have 80s across the board. Not a lot of rain chances as we head into the later parts of the week. Could see some residual showers tomorrow.
Florida Fish and Wildlife Commissioners are asking for your feedback on proposals for highly regulated black bear hunting. Commissioners say they'll present the feedback received from these meetings in May to adjust the hunting season. You can join the meeting virtually on April 2nd, 3rd, and 5th on using the link posted on the MyFWC Facebook page. The content covered in the meetings is the same, so you should only attend once.
Your wallet might feel some relief at the pump this week. You can fill up your tank for about $3 a gallon, 14 cents cheaper than it was last week. A gallon of regular unleaded gas was $12.96 Monday. That's 55 cents less than last year's prices, according to the AAA Auto Club. If you're in the Panhandle, you're in luck. That's where the gas is cheapest right now. You'll pay the highest prices in West Palm Beach, where gas is most expensive.
Coming up with sports, the Gators men's and women's basketball team has been on fire this past weekend. The Lady Gators has advanced to the quarterfinals in the WBIT, defeating University of Las Vegas. And the men's basketball team survives and defeats back-to-back champions UConn in yesterday's matchup.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Jordyn Banks. It's the beginning of the week and there's a lot of sports to recap. Gators men's basketball is still dancing in the March Madness tournament. The Gators advanced to the Sweet 16. Moving to the Diamond, the Florida Gators baseball team was swept in a run-rule final by rival the Georgia Bulldogs. The game went 7 innings with a final score of 15-4 Sunday afternoon. Georgia extended its advantage to 4-0 in the top of the second on a 3-run homer by Christian Adams. Florida got 1 run back at the bottom of the second as Brendan Lawson connected for his 6th homer of the year on a drive into the left field bullpen to cut the deficit to 4-1. The Bats came alive in the bottom of the 6th, scoring 3 runs to cut the deficit to 13-4. But that's as close as the Gators would get. The Gators are now 0-6 to start in the SEC play for the first time since 2001. After the game, head coach Kevin O'Sullivan says his team is looking for answers to their struggles.
We're chasing runs the entire weekend. It felt like, give up 4 in the first 2, and then all of a sudden, their starter had like a 7.5 ERA coming in with 11 walks, and he filled up the strike zone, only walked 1 over 5, and threw a ton of strikes. All our pitchers did. So, they obviously played great this weekend, and obviously they deserve to get the sweep.
The Gators head to Tallahassee tomorrow to face in-state rival, the Florida State Seminoles, for the 2nd time this season. Wrapping up with sports, the Florida Gators football team will host head coach Billy Napier's alma mater, Furman University, in 2028. Napier was a 4-year letter winner and a 2-time All-Southern Conference selection as the starting quarterback at Furman.
A week full of 80s, but it is going to be a nicer back half of the week as we head into the later half of the week. Thursday and Friday going to be very beautiful days. We could have a residual shower tomorrow after work around the 5 p.m. hour, but then we drop in those humidities. It's going to get dry. It's going to be nice outside for your Thursday and Friday, only in the lower 80s before we really start to heat back up on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a nice weekend, but it's feeling like spring weather out there, guys.
Thanks, Matthew. And, everyone is excited to see the Gators play again on Thursday, of course, after that exciting win. But what some people might not know is there's another competition happening closer to home.
That's right, Kirsten. The Florida Sheriff's Association is hosting their annual Canine March Madness tournament. Yeah, that's right. This year, K9 Tracker is representing the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. If you'd like to show your support, you can find the link to vote on the ACSO Facebook page. But don't wait, round 1 of voting closes Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Good luck to Tracker, and thanks for joining us. We're back here tomorrow for another edition of First at 5.
But your North Central Florida news is always on at WUFT.org and on all our social media platforms. Have a good night.